going on? Welcome back to South 10 Beer Reviews. I am Tyler. Thank you so much for stopping by for another review. Today we've got a beer. This one comes from Southern Grist out of Nashville, Tennessee. This is going to be their berry cobbler, or mixed berry cobbler, I should say. This comes in at 6% alcohol by volume. This is a sour ale brewed with lactose, vanilla, cinnamon, blueberry, blackberry, and strawberry puree. Should be a pretty fun one to do. Southern Grist does some really good sours, and I'm looking forward to this one. I don't know if it's going to be more of the smoothie type or more of just like a fruited sour type thing. So I don't know when this was canned. It's kind of rubbed off, but we'll see what's going on with it. And I don't know if I've had this before or not. I've had a lot of Southern Grist beers, but I'm not sure if I've ever grabbed this one or not. But let's go ahead and get it poured. And it's coming out looking very much like that blackberry and, was it raspberry as well? Oh, blackberry, blueberry, and strawberry. So that's giving me blueberry vibes for sure. Appearance, yeah, I mean, it's completely hazy. It looks very thick. It looks like blueberry or blackberry juice. It's got a very bright pink, like finger and a half of head. I don't know if we'll get any lacing with this alcohol content, and I feel like I don't get a lot of lacing on sours, but anyway, let's go ahead and get a nose on this thing. Oh man, that smells fantastic. I feel like I'm definitely getting like a big punch of that cinnamon kind of right out the gate. A nice mixture of the blueberry and blackberry as well. The strawberry is a little bit more faint. I feel like those other two fruit kind of covered up a little bit more. I'm getting just like this slight tart type of note. What else was in it? Vanilla? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could get the vanilla a little bit. It's kind of, to me, that vanilla and the lactose, I mean, lactose doesn't really smell, but it for whatever reason, gives me this little, like, soft sort of characteristic, and the vanilla, I think, plays well with that. But the vanilla and cinnamon, they're definitely there. I'm glad they didn't overdo it with the vanilla, because, I mean, if you've had any beers with vanilla and in an abundance, like, how much that can affect the beer. So I feel like this one's really balanced out with the cinnamon, the vanilla, the blackberry, the blueberry, and then the strawberry is just a little bit more subtle, but it's there. So it smells fantastic. Let's go ahead and give it a shot. Cheers. Yeah, tasty. Slightly tart. Mouth feels a little thin, or I should say a little thinner than I thought it was going to be. With that being said, still medium mouthfeel. It's not as I guess it's not as carbonated and as acidic as I thought it would be either. Especially for a fruited sour. I feel like it's kind of toned down a little bit on that, sort of the aspect of the carbonation and the acidity, but it's packing a punch as far as the flavors go. It's got a lot of that blueberry and blackberry. Again, the strawberry is a little bit more faint than it was on the, or a little bit more faint, just like it was on the nose. The cinnamon and the vanilla are toned back, which I'm glad. They're not overtaking this beer. They are just adding, a little bit to it, kind of taking it a little bit further than what it would have been without it. So, I guess they're going off, some sort of, it's a cobbler, I guess, but, and I think they kind of nailed that, honestly. I think the acidity part kind of being lower and the carbonation being a little lower kind of gives it more of that desserty, type of thing. The vanilla kind of gives it more like the vanilla and the lactose. I feel like give it almost like a little bit of an ice cream vibe. Like imagine eating ice cream with like a cobbler. kind of gives it that. And I do like that it's not overly tart, super sour, like mouth puckering. I think it's a really well done fruited sour. 6%. I like that it's a little bit higher in ABV. Sometimes those beers could be like in the 4s and lower, maybe 5, but I like 6%. I think that's a good for this beer. Mouthfeel, like I said, medium. 6%. You cannot taste the alcohol one bit. It's completely hidden. It's got a nice tart type of flavor all the way through. Little sweetness on the back end. Dries out pretty quickly. Pretty well done stuff, though. As for a rating on this one, I think like 4.1. No, let's go 4.2. I think it's really solid. I would definitely buy this again. I would definitely drink it again. And I would recommend you grabbing it if you see it out. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you've had this one. Again, mixed berry cobbler from Southern Grist. Would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think, and we will see you in the next review. Cheers.